What's up, party people? G5 Productions in the place to be. Superman First Class in the mix. Today I'm going to show you guys how I Alto stealth. Let's get it. Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. I'm Gerald, excited to share with you all once again, and today I wanted to show you some tips and tricks about the Alto Stealth, and in particular I'm going to be going over how to set it up, where I'm going to use it in this big old building today, and how to use the time delay. So I think those are three key features that I've been using regularly that I would just like to share with all of you. So buckle up, let's get ready for a ride. Oh yeah, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Now let's get to work. Okay, party people, before I get into it, I just wanted to show you guys what I'm working with, and today I'll be rocking out with I call the bronze DJ package, which is a few hours of DJ, MC, and dance floor lighting. You guys can check the full description of that on my website, but it does come with any configuration of sound and whatever I choose or my DJs choose to use for lighting. So DJ, MC, and some dance floor lighting, but no uplighting and nothing like that today. And also here's just a quick overview of the room. The chairs are approximately 2/3 of the way back that way, so I will be using remote speakers to get sound back there, so I don't have to crush all the people up here, so everyone to the back side can hear. And what I'm setting up today, since the room is so big, are the two KW181s, two QSC K12.2s, two QSC K8.2s. Got a couple of mini Kentas, DMX control, speaker stands and poles, some microphone stands, some extra cables, 2 packs of Freedom sticks, my Moss Black pack, and the DDJ. That's a roll of 2 50-foot extension cables, right? And of course, there's the money wagon. All right, party people. So in general, the Alto Stealth, when you purchase it, it comes in a box. There's a top piece of foam once you open the box, and then the first tray houses all the accessories like the cables, the power bricks, and the antennas. Once you lift that foam tray out, the next tray on the bottom of the box houses the Alto Stealth transmitter and 2 receivers. So my end goal is I'm going to have 4 receivers, so I'm going to order another set, and especially in situations like these. But in general right now I do use a combination of wired audio and wireless audio with the Alto Stealth. So what I did today was to set myself for success was I broke down the Alto Stealth and put each system of receiver with all of the accessory cables with each remote speaker, and I'm going to show you how I accomplished that. And I got the transmitter in the bag with my DMX controller because it makes sense to put it there with everything that's going to go on the desktop. So let's start there with the transmitter, which is right here, and I did wrap this up in some plastic just to help it from getting scratches. Now this is not going to be my norm. If I do decide I'm going to roll like this, I may have some custom bags made or find some kind of pouch online somewhere where I can put this in, and it's a lot more protected than just this plastic. But for now I was very careful, everything works, so I know it's not going to get scratched. So this is the Alto Stealth transmitter right here. So here's what that looks like, and there's the front. If you do decide to rack mount this, it does come with that setup, but the rack mount stuff is at home. And on the back you got 2 antennas, 2 audio ends, and then you got power right here. And of course in the front pocket of this bag I do have the power brick for the system and the 2 antennas that goes with it. So here's that setup right there. These K8.2s will be my remote speaker systems. So what I did here was, normally I would have, like, say, the power cables for these in an external bag somewhere. But what I did today was, when I open up this flap, the power cable is literally on top of the speaker, when normally there's a pocket dedicated to it on the side, which you see right there. But what I did with the side pocket here was put the Alto Stealth receiver in it and all of the accessories that goes with it to make this speaker receive audio. So first things first, here is the receiver right there, and as you can see, similar to the transmitter, it has 2 antennas. It does take power in the bottom of it, and of course you have audio out of it that goes into the back of the speaker, right? So that's that. And then of course we have all the accessories set up right here in the bag. So both of those systems are like that. Otherwise I would have to carry the box to one speaker, get what I need out of it, carry the box to the other speaker, get what I need out of it, and then reverse that. So I just decided to do this today, but I will think of another more robust system to square that away. But here's what's in it. I have the power brick right here. and I have two extender barrel connector cables, right? So I'll put a link to those in the description, but basically they're male to female, and so it just overall extends the length of this power brick because sometimes I'm not that close to a plug. Here's the audio cable out of the receiver to the speaker, and then of course it has two antennas as well. So that's what I'll be doing today as far as this system goes, and this side over here is set up the exact same way. So now let's go ahead, get all my system set up, and I'm gonna do a walkthrough of how I ran the audio wired and wireless, and then I'm gonna talk a little bit about the time delay feature that the Alto Stealth has. So thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, let's get it. Okay, party people, I do have a socket right here in the corner available for my speaker and the Alto Stealth, and that's the only thing I'll need to plug in over here in that regards. Now, I won't have to use an extension cable for the speaker power cable, but I will have to use one or maybe both of those barrel connector extensions for the Alto Stealth. So let's see, once I get the speaker on a stand, how high up is it and how much more cable I need to power the Alto Stealth from where I'm going to mount it. All right, party people, so here's all the original stuff for the Alto Stealth, and these two were purchased from Amazon. So to get this put together, just simply put on your BNC antennas, make sure they get that little click thing in place so it's not easily pulled out. And then of course this right here is going to go for the audio, so right in there. And then the barrel thingy goes to the power. So I'm going to just go ahead and undo it in its full length because I do believe that I will need all of it regardless. So here's that. So there it is, and now let's mount it to the speaker. Other thing to take note of is that the Alto Stealth has a couple of mounting options that comes with it. One is bolts that go through this hole. They actually give you one that is screwdriver based and another one that has an Allen key hole in it to go through this hole and screw into the speaker. And most of the speakers that we use have some kind of 10mm hole, like in the case right here. If I were to pop out this plastic, I could bolt right through this into there. And the other thing that Alto gives you with the Alto Stealth is some Velcro. So I'll put the hook side or the grab side here, and I put the non-grab side on my speaker, and that's based on me putting it in a bag, and then it'll be grabbing in the bag if I put this part to the speaker. So here's how I'm going to mount it today. I'm going to simply Velcro that in place just like that. Obviously that's not long enough to get to the plug, right? So I am going to use the one barrel connector here to extend the length of that. And all I'm going to do here is just take it out of the Alto Stealth like so. I'm going to connect these and replace it right into the Alto Stealth. And now I've just gained another 6 feet with this cable right into the Alto Stealth, as you can see here. Okay, so the audio cable here obviously goes in the back of one of your inputs on the speakers, but for me, before I do that, I'm going to just use this as sort of a safety loop deal by pulling the cable right through here, and I'm going to hook it through there like so. And that just gives me a little bit extra security. Not that I'm worried about the Velcro coming off, but it's just something that I do out of habit now. So I'm going to continue with that thought process. And I'm going to do the same thing with the actual power cable for the Alto Stealth. So I'm going to just run it through that loop and then take this out and run this one back up and through to the Alto Stealth, right? So that's just, again, me, out of habit doing that. And plus it looks better once it's all said and done. So you guys don't have to do that. Again, just another thing I do. So there we go, it's all set. And I'm gonna use this Velcro from my power cable since it's available. And I'm gonna hook both of these cables up to right underneath this speaker so I have that good cable management. Now I know that's an argument in itself. Some of you guys don't really care about that and you don't have to, but I do, so I do what I do. Okay, so here's a couple of tips. Although the speaker is turned on, the volume is turned down, because if this thing is not set to squelch, what happens is you'll get static bursts intermittently out of your speaker until you get the transmitter to actually send signal to it. I'm gonna go ahead now and do a scan of the system. So press frequency, hit scan, and what it's going to do is going to search through and try to find the best frequency available, which is in this case 271. So we're going to press frequency right there, and I'm going to manually go up to 271 and hit the frequency button one more time. All right, so this is set on the best channel available for now to receive a signal from the transmitter, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to sync the transmitter to channel 271. Okay, party people, I've already identified what I need for this setup based on setting up the first speaker. So the wrapper for this and the extra barrel connector is just going to go right into this side pocket for recovery later. And just like before, we just simply hook up the antennas. Make sure you twist those on so they don't come out. And I'm just go ahead and 45 those out in advance. Here's my cable for audio with a locking plug. And again, I already identified that I will be utilizing the extra barrel connector here. So I'm just going to go ahead, stretch it all out and hook it up because I know it's coming. So there it is. And this part right here goes right in the bottom of the Alto Stealth to power it. And we can get the speaker set up now. Now, given that I'm going to be using both of these receivers on the same channel, I'm not going to scan this one. I'm just going to hit frequency and manually dial down to the channel to match the other side that I already set up. So here's the Alto Stealth transmitter, and I have two remote speakers, both set to the same channel to receive on with the Alto Stealth receiver. So in this case, I just simply need an audio cable in. So I'm going to go into the right side right here. And then of course I have two antennas to put up. So I'm gonna just get those nice and snug like so. 45 them out a little bit, and then it also needs power. So I'm gonna just stick that barrel connector right in the back there, and my Alto Stealth is going to be powered as soon as I plug it in and turn it on. So in my case here, it's going to rest just like this. And if you guys are wondering why isn't the Alto Stealth facing me, that's just how I've been using it. I know it's weird, but it works in my case, and I don't need to be looking at the Alto Stealth like that because I've had great success with this device so far. So I'm just kind of velcroing up the extra cable there. All right, party people, so we are set up here with power, the antennas up and the audio cables in on the right side. Both of my receivers are set to the right side as well. So I'm gonna just turn this on, and sometimes it's just a matter of me hitting sync. If it's close enough, it'll just automatically sync. But since it's not doing that, obviously what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit frequency until I get over to the right side, and I'm gonna manually dial this down to channel 271 here, like so, and I'm gonna hit the frequency button again. So with that regards, now this side only is synced to both the left speaker over in that corner and the right speaker over in that corner. So now let's get some audio pushed through them. Now for the purposes of this next test, I did turn off my subs and my tops right here. So these are my mains, and I do at the moment only have one speaker turned up, which is over in that corner, and that one over there is turned down at the moment. So let's go ahead and get some audio going, and here we go. Okay, party people, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna delay these by 50 feet, and to do that, all I have to do is hit the delay button right there, and then you just manually dial it in. If you press and hold the button, you'll actually get there a lot faster. So looks like I went a little, actually I'm gonna go about 55 feet, so there we go. So we hit the delay button again, and that was taken care of. So let's turn it up. All right, party people, so we are dialed in. Now the reason why I delayed these two speakers by 55 feet, because they are generally about 55 feet from where my front of house speakers are. So by the time the sound comes this way and catch up to this area, these speakers will be delayed and causing a little bit of delay sound and reverb sound back in this area. So that's what that's all about. And generally when you do use a delay stack, it's really more so for you to keep the sound continuing that way. But they don't have a lot of people behind those tables right there. So it's really just to catch them up. And I decided to face the speakers towards each other like that. And that works out for me. So I got good, clean sound up there, not overbearing, good, clean sound here. And holistically, it's a good sound all around in the room. Otherwise, I would just be using those two speakers flared out like most DJs, would do if they only have two speakers. So yeah, that's it, everybody. I hope you guys got something out of this. If you have any questions specifically about the Alto Stealth, leave that down in the comments below. But other than that, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel. I'm Gerald with G-Fire Productions. And if you want to learn more about what we do, visit our website at www.gfireproductions.com. Let's party.